Relax and get comfortable. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. You find yourself standing on a dusty road, and you see up ahead a copse of trees, tall and dark. It is near midnight, and there is little light from the waning moon overhead. The path leads to the grove. The night is warm, and the gentle breeze carries the lingering heat of the day. You pass through the forest, drifting along the path. Every sound seems heightened. Every movement catches your attention. As you continue, you see a deer flit into the undergrowth, and an owl swoops down and passes you overhead. And then you feel someone following you, and you stop and turn around. Behind you, you see a ball of light, glowing with green energy, floating gently in midair. I am to be your guide in this part of the realm of fire, the voice echoes inside your head, and you know it's from the globe of light. I am a will-o'-the-wisp, and I belong to the realm of fairy fire, through which you must first pass. Follow me to the grotto ahead, and do not tarry, for the realm of fairy is quick to catch the unwary and the foolish in its snares and weavings. You follow the will-o'-the-wisp as it leads the way through the forest. You begin to notice a shimmering on the trees, their auras glowing and sparkling bright. This has always been, you can only now perceive it, says the globe. You come to a place where the path diverges to the right. The will-o'-the-wisp floats down that fork and you follow. The ground slopes steeply, and you see that it leads to a beach down below. When you have walked and slid your way down to the sand, you see a small bay that kisses the shore. The water is shimmering with lights, green and blue and pink and yellow. You are overcome with a rush of joy, and you dash forward, drawn in by the glittering lights. With every step, sparks fly from the sand, and you stop to press your hands on the ground. When you lift them, they are covered with sparkles. Light-hearted, laughing and unable to speak, as the joy in your heart is overwhelming any words you might have to say, you dance on the sand and watch the sparks fly. Wade into the water, and it seems like you're wading among the stars. Finally, the will-o'-the-wisp speaks, and it says, "You see, fairy fire is an unexplainable feeling. There are few words for this happiness, this intoxication, but it exists and is real. Now come back to the path, for I have one more stop to show you, and then you will go forward without me." The will-o'-the-wisp guides you along the path until up ahead you see a purple fire dancing across the road. You must pass through it to continue your journey. Go now, the globe says, and when you pass through the fire of the phoenix, you will find a fine layer of ash covering your body. The wind will blow it away, and with it will go pain and anger and old bonds that chain you. The purple rays of the phoenix are hotter than flame, hotter than fire, and they will burn through to the core and leave you purified and new, ready for the next stage of your journey. After you have passed through it, you will find yourself at the end of the forest, and a green fire covers that part of the road. It is the purest essence of fairy fire, and you will pass through it and out onto the next leg of the journey. Good luck and goodbye, and the will-o'-the-wisp fades into the forest. You approach the flickering purple flame, and the heat is so strong that you can only feel it as waves, not as actual warmth. As you pass through the flame, think of what you would have burned away from you, what you're tired of carrying around, and then come out the other side. When you emerge from the phoenix flame, you find that a fine layer of ash does cover your body. The breeze sweeps up and blows it away. Underneath, your skin is new and clear, and your heart is lighter. The forest comes to an end up ahead, and there you see the green flame waiting. You take one last look behind you, and then pass into the flame of the fairy fire, the green fire in the forest at midnight, the green fire of Midsummer's Eve. It crackles around you, sparkling and magnetic. It resonates within you, and you feel your aura shift and change. Your body moves with more grace in the fire, and you feel it slide up your arms and legs, seep into your belly. Sensuous, it leaves you breathless. You come out the other side and find you have stepped out of the forest. Look around you. You find you are in an open plain. The grass is thick here, but grows sparser up ahead, and you see the light of dawn rising to the east. There are no trees after the line of the forest, and the path leads a gentle graded slope upwards. Follow the path and continue your journey as the morning light grows and the stars fade from the sky. Looks like the morning is going to be hot. There are no clouds in the sky, and the forest has become a distant memory. You walk along the path, and up ahead you see a well. There is a sign on it that says, "Last water for many miles." There are many canteens here, and you might want to fill one, for the journey is sure to be hot and thirsty. The grass is sparse now, and you start to see cracks in the ground as you go along. No rain has fallen here for a long time. The sun has now risen above the horizon, and you're already starting to sweat. You wipe your forehead and look around. To all directions it seems there is only the desert, with occasional outcroppings of stone. As you continue your journey, your feet become hot and weary. You sit on a rock to rest. While you are sitting there, you hear a rustle and look down to the side of the rock. A large red lizard with stripes of orange and golden eyes stares up at you. Its long tongue forks out, and it says in a wheezing, whistling voice, "I'm your guide for this part of the journey. I am the salamander Flame Tongue. I will guide you to your destination in this part of the realm of fire. Come now, follow me." The salamander leads you along the path, which is now getting steeper. You pass through the barren land, and when you reach the top, you see a mountain ahead. It is dark, with streaks of rust-coloured rocks trailing down its side, flowing over blackened lava that covered the land long ago. The black lava lies in waves, pillows of rock, thick and glistening with volcanic glass. As you start forward, you find the path no longer exists. You must cross the hardened lava, and you forge ahead, slowly working your way around the twisted rock. You must be careful here, for the lava is sharp and full of rough edges. Flame Tongue leads you along the surface, and your feet slide along the smooth obsidian rocks. It's difficult to keep your balance here, and you find yourself having to really concentrate to keep your footing as you realise how dangerous this realm can be. The grade is rough, and you are breathing heavily. The taste of sulphur fills your mouth, and you have to stop to pour a little water on your handkerchief and tie it around your face so the bitter, acidic fumes don't overwhelm you. You are climbing higher and higher up the side of the mountain, and you see steam rising from the cracks in the lava around you. Flame Tongue says, "This is a place of massive destruction, but out of that destruction, new land is born. Nutrients will weather down and feed the soil, and plants will grow again." You curve around the side of the mountain, and you pass into what was once a forest. The trees are now black. Hardened charcoal and ash cover the land. The salamander leads you off the dark lava, and you are sifting through the ash into the desolate forest, where you hear ghostly voices travelling on the hot wind. "The flame consumes," says Flame Tongue. "It can burn brightly and drive you onward, or it can consume and destroy, leaving only the ash behind." "We are almost there," says the salamander. "You are nearing the home of the Queen of Fire." Ahead you see it, a great fountain made from blocks of frozen lava, sitting in a clearing full of ash. It's a fountain of flame. In the centre of the flame you see a woman bathing. She is crimson and vermilion, and her eyes are the brightness of the sun, so that you cannot look directly at them. She motions you near. As you approach, the heat intensifies until it feels like your skin is just about to burn. She holds up her hand for you, and in a voice low and crackling, throaty with passion, she says, "Come no farther, or you will hurt yourself. I am the Queen of Fire. Welcome to my realm." She is sensuous, her body ever-shifting shapes in the flames, and you feel the passion that throbs just below the surface of the energy here. She speaks again. "I am the drive of passion, and I am the creative force that refuses to be squelched. Try to repress me, and I will rise up and burn you to ashes. Embrace me, use me with foresight, and I am an ally you cannot afford to lose. I heal with my golden rays, and I destroy to make way for new creation with the rivers of molten rock that pour from within the earth. Now, what would you have me do for you? What do you wish to create? Tell me, and then listen, and I will give you advice." Think for a moment, then listen for her to reply. When she has spoken, the Queen of Fire bids you leave. This is not a place where mortals may stay for long. The heat will burn you ragged. Go now. There is a path beyond this fountain. Follow it and it will lead you home. You follow the path and it leads you down a slope. The sun is now a bit lower in the sky and the salamander waves goodbye. The walking becomes a little easier. The ash thins out as you go and you see less and less of the stunted trees. You follow the open path by a low cliff, and looking over you see the path leads to the shore below. You twist and turn, going down, and find the walking easy and pleasant after your journey in the realm of fire. When you reach the shoreline, you see 10 steps in front of you, the place where you started your journey. Take these 10 steps, and each one will bring you closer towards waking consciousness. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now slowly open your eyes and come back to the here and now.